of you may know, if you saw my post that I posted a few days ago, I will be participating once again in the Witches Black Lent. This is a 6-week challenge that is hosted by Jasmine Ambrosia and Beanbag Hagwag. If you want to know more details about that, you can check out that post or go to their channels. They have plenty of information of what this challenge is really about. I wanted to do a little bit more of a deep dive in regards to how it's been since I participated in that challenge, because it's been a whole year. But also, I continued to work with what I created during that first Witches Black Lent. If any of you were with me then or not, I don't know, but I did choose the sin of wrath. That is what I worked with. I created an entity, and you can go and check out those videos. I believe I made it into a playlist. If not, I probably should. I'll make it into a playlist. I'll try my best to remember to make it into a playlist so everybody can just go there and whatever. So you can see how it went for me. I chose wrath because it was something I was very familiar with, and I was also aware of the benefits that my wrath had brought to me in the past. And it did not disappoint. However, the way that this was delivered was not the most gentlest method, but that's okay. I have no regrets whatsoever. I learned, I think, in my adult life for the very first time, how to actually put boundaries up in friendships. And that's always been a very difficult thing for me. And not just putting up boundaries and cutting people off or ghosting them or once I've completely had it, but in a more like civilized manner where we could possibly pick up that friendship at a different point in time if we both agreed that that was something we wanted to do. Which I can say now at this point, we were able to do that. So no friendship was lost, but there was definitely some turbulence. And I'm really glad that I did work with wrath during that time, because it was just very interesting the way that timing works, because it wasn't like my wrath brought this situation on. This was already an ongoing situation from months previous to that, but it was because of my wrath I was actually able to voice everything that I had to say, but it wasn't like this uncontrolled, angry, like outburst. It was, like I said, in a very civilized manner. I was able to explain my exact feelings in the situation. Both of us were very grown up about it. I honestly couldn't have asked for a better way to handle that situation, and I definitely could not have asked for a better turnout now that I see this like a whole year later. I continued to give feedings to this entity that I created in the challenge even after. That was a contract, I guess you could say, that I set forth when I created this entity. And this entity actually became a familiar. I'm going to reference another video of mine because I did already talk about this, so if you saw that video, you know. But I mentioned it in one of my reading vlogs. It doesn't really matter right now which one, but I was trying to do work in the astral with an elemental ruler. And I don't want to say that I was attacked, but I was disturbed by something I did not call forth, I did not want. And as I became like bothered, angry, wrathful because this thing decided to disturb the peace and kind of get in the way of what I was trying to do, my familiar just obliterated the shit out of that thing. And I didn't call upon it. I didn't ask it to get rid of it for me. It just did it for me. I think I mentioned that I also started this entity kind of in a very locked place, in a very secure place, because I didn't want it to get out of hand. And I had a very specific feeding schedule, and I had a very specific way that I would use it. I gave it a lot more freedom as this relationship continued to build. And then by the time that that happened, it was already allowed to roam. And yeah, it was just, honestly, it was such a beautiful moment, because it was basically letting me know I am not going to let other things disturb your peace. Like, if you're saying that you want to do this thing, then we're going to do that thing. And if something tries to get in the way, I got you. And to me, honestly, like, that was one of the most beautiful experiences that I've had creating entities. And I know that that's not everybody's like thing. That's fine. But if you do, I encourage you to do it with caution, not because I'm trying to fearmonger, but just because you set the rules. So make sure you're setting the right rules. You know, there's a very good book that I would recommend that will like walk you through it, and it's very short, so it's not complicated at all. I'll try to I'll grab it from the shelf and I'll show it to you at the end if I can remember. Maybe I should do that now. I don't know. I'm just gonna go get that book and show it to y'all. So this is the book, and I've showed this book before too. I think I showed it when I purchased it in like a haul and maybe some other time. But yeah, it's small. Like, it's not a thick book. And I got this book based off of recommendation from one of Kellyanne's videos like a cajillion years ago, but it is still a really good book. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to share for now. I wanted to give you this as a primer before I started bombarding people with 7 deadly sins videos, or technically Witches Black Lent videos, because I'm only going to be working with one sin. And I've already made up my mind on what that sin is, simply because I've already kind of been working with those energies for about a month already. It started off as something kind of different, kind of not. I'll probably get into that in like a week 1 video. Technically, you don't have to make a video for week 1, but I like to, so I'm probably going to. But yeah, I think that's about it. Make sure to go check out Jasmine's channel, Beanbag Hagwag's channel. They have a lot of videos on this challenge. They also recently did a live where they explained how you could use these challenges, how you can use the different sins in the challenge, and maybe it'll give you an idea as to how you may want to work with them. And you definitely do not have to be posting videos every week or even at all to be a part of it. It's just, this is like something I like to do, so that's why I'm doing it. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon.